So now Gaia is one of the blandest characters that we've seen. She gets all of these powers that I just don't understand why they would even do that for Gaia. Hey everyone, welcome back to Candid Cinema. I'm Amanda, otherwise known as AMXND Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Today I will be reviewing episodes 5 and 6 of Secret Invasion. I know it's a bit delayed, however, I was on vacation and I missed the finale, so I'm just going to kind of catch up now and do an overall series review. Those last two episodes were slow. And I didn't really like what they did with Talos. I thought Ben Mendelsohn was such a wonderful addition to the MCU. I loved his dynamic with Samuel L. Jackson. I think the Nick Fury-Talos dynamic really saved the series for me while I was watching it. As you've, maybe have seen my previous reviews, they are the only two that I spoke about that really just had some life to this. Olivia Colman, also, we got to see more of her in the final two episodes, and I really liked her. And I think that she, her character, Sonya, has that longevity in the MCU. Do we know when we're going to see her next? Absolutely not. However, Kingsley Ben-adir and Emilia Clarke were so underwhelming in this series. Especially, Kingsley Ben-adir as Gravik. There was nothing to that character. The buildup was really poor, in all honesty. And then there was this one scene that now, I remember vividly, between Nick Fury, a weak Nick Fury, because he wasn't taking his pills, or he didn't have any more pills left. Sorry, because he dropped the bottle. And then Gravik just crushed all of them. It's more of he's seeking revenge against Nick Fury more so than trying to protect his people, trying to actually find a sustainable planet for them. And I just think that there was a massive tone shift with Gravik that didn't really work for me. He just started yelling at Nick out of nowhere, and I don't know if it was the direction, but the way it was cut was really weird. The way he was yelling at him was really weird. It felt like a different show to me when that started happening. I don't know. Tonally, it felt very different, and I think it was shot differently too. 5 and 6, it didn't really coincide with what we had seen in the previous episodes. So I don't know what happened there. It felt very different. It looked different, but that just was really weird. And then we cut to them in the hospital with the president, played by Dermot Mulroney. And, Sonya's there, Don Cheadle's there, Rhodey's there. And then Nick Fury walks in when there's a reveal that the actual Nick Fury with Gravik is actually Gaia. And then Gaia takes the Super Skrull serum. So does Gravik. And they were going to give the DNA of Carol Danvers over to Gravik and basically be go to another planet, go destroy another civilization, leave Earth alone, which is not something a hero would do. I don't know. I thought that was really weird too. And there's a Super Skrull fight. But now here's the thing. We have Secret Invasion. This is Secret Invasion. Okay? This would have worked better in an Avengers movie because they kept saying, well, why aren't you calling your friends? Why aren't they coming? And then Nick's no, this is my fight. This is my problem. The whole reason why I even came back was because I did this. I'm okay, but that's not what the comic book run does. And I personally don't think that we're going to get a Skrull run because they have so many other things set up in the MCU that it doesn't make any sense for them to actually translate this to the big screen, translate the story to the big screen. So now Gaia is one of the blandest characters that we've seen. She gets all of these powers that I just don't understand why they would even do that for Gaia. It's the most random character. Talos is dead. She has to kind of take over for the Skrulls and protect them against people like Gravik for them to live in unity on Earth. And it's but this happened way too fast. I still feel we didn't get enough time with Talos and Nick, but I guess they're not even moving in that direction. She gets all these powers. She's fighting with Carol Danvers powers and the Hulk and Korg and Groot and all of this. And I'm so she's going to hold on to that. She's just going to stay there. And if we have a bigger threat, she's not going to be called. because of convenience. Because that's what they do with Carol. Carol's power set is like next level. They could have called her in Infinity War. Hell, they called her in Endgame and she didn't really do anything. But she could have lit up Thanos and bye-bye, done. That's not the story that they want to tell. But her power set's ridiculously good. One of the coolest in the MCU, and we're hopefully going to see it in the Marvels. But it's like, how the hell does Gaia have all this power now? They gave her absolutely nothing to do. And then she has this final battle sequence with Gravik when it really, really should have been Nick. But obviously, Nick's hella old, so he has to be in like a type of shootout range as a spy. So I get that. And then they're saying that like Rhodey hasn't been Rhodes for a very long time. In the end of it, the president ends up seeing that Rhodey was a Skrull this whole time, and Nick takes a shot at him. His blood's purple. And they find out literally that Rhodey's been like locked up under this trance for a while. We don't know how long though. But his legs aren't working. So we can pretty much say it's from like Civil War, you know, when he's like limping and, you know, that happened to him when he took the shot by accident. I think it's from then, but that just ruins everything and his dynamic with him and Stark. And then even in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, when he goes to talk to Sam, like it just ruins so many conversations that were had if he was a Skrull for that long. So the emotional connection to Rhodey just changes entirely if we find out that he's a Skrull. Listen, I don't know what they're doing. The final 2 episodes of Secret Invasion, literally all over the place tonally. I did not care for these characters except for Nick and Talos. Gaia's bland. Gravik had a really weird build-up, and no offense to Kingsley Ben-Adir, I think he's a very talented actor. Watch Barbie. It didn't do it for me. I'm sitting at like a 2 out of 5 for the final 2 episodes, and then the series as a whole, I'd probably say it's a 3 out of 5. Maybe 2.5 out of 5. Because the first couple episodes, I'm like, okay, cool, boots on the ground, we got this. And then it just fizzled for how much they were trying to do with this. So I'm just really disappointed in Secret Invasion. I'm worried about the rest. I really am. I don't know how to feel about the Marvels. I wasn't a fan of Captain Marvel. It kind of brought me back after Secret Invasion. Like, hey, maybe I was too harsh on Captain Marvel, but I don't know. Even Loki season 2, seeing that trailer, I feel like it's overkill now. The joy of like, there's a Marvel movie coming out has just been stripped away because of these shows. And I think that's what ruined the momentum that they had for an event film. But yeah, I feel really weird about it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about Secret Invasion. Let me know if you think that this phase for the MCU is kind of like rocky. Are you vibing with it? Are you worried? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can always follow me over at AMX NDA Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. And if you guys want to help me grow this wonderful channel, you can find out ways to do that in the bio below. I'll catch you guys next time. Keep watching movies.